welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Mississippi State's offense will get the first crack at it here. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know both of these teams have...
It's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. I don't know that there's anything more demoralizing to an offense than the fumble. I know the defense makes plays, but sometimes they just seem so unnecessary or sloppy.
And I think the offensive coordinator now has some decisions to have to make. Oftentimes, Reese, we see running backs fumble, they get benched. Well, this offense, they're not going to bench this guy because of his talent. But how many more times do you trust him to carry the football on design quarterback runs after that fumble?
Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Young. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Makes a man miss. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The offense has a 1st and 10 from their own 20. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. He'll pull it on the read. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And just when you thought the worst was over, their first drive they fumble it, and on the second drive they fumble it. 2 drives, and they can't hold on to the football.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Mack. He's got it and still on his feet. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Bama!
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Hawaii is ahead in this one, but unlike the playing days of Colt Brennan and Timmy Chang, this has not been a blowout today in Aloha Stadium. They're up by 4 over Boise State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Second down coming up. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, running back gets to give. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to the ground game on the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Wants to throw. It's Mack. Throws for the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. And the tackle was made on the return man, but there is a flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Give to the back. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. That pass is incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, baby.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down.
It's complete!
And what a fantastic effort on that catch. That looked to me like it was just going to be a long incompletion, but how about stretching out, corralling the football, and this offense is on the move.
With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Mississippi State, 0.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Slips through the line. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. From the gun, the ground game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Complete to the left. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. From the gun, running back on the move. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Now on the move. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Here comes the option. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play.
He's loose at the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's going up top. Snatches it on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his way.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. The play-action fake. Getting some heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Movement here from the tight end. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He's got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Dances away again. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Hawaii is ahead in this one, but unlike the playing days of Colt Brennan and Timmy Chang, this has not been a blowout today in Aloha Stadium. They're up by 11 over Boise State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Stopped after making the catch. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Looking for space. It's Young. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Feeling some heat. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. First down here for the offense. Handoff from the shotgun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's ball. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
We might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength. Heaves it deep. Oh, picked off. Taking it the other way. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is he gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Handoff from the gun. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make a connection. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll throw it on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Looking to throw, it's Mack. He's got his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Fires to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Ready to start the second half, Alabama will kick it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll ride Davis here.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the 1st down. Mississippi State going up tempo. Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Looking left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He's got his man. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Would have just been a 49-yard field goal try, but they're hungry for touchdown, so they'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. They'll go to the ground. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. Fires on the move. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. Back to throw, it's Mack. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hands, it's Odom. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. He's looking to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to run for it. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking for room, it's Haynes. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. To throw, it's Mack. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The inside handoff. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Trying play action. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes the offense are hoping the run fix going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some 1st downs, get some positive momentum.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. He'll try the left side. Nifty little dance step. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Mack. Dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. They'll send out the kicker here. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They are up by 7 over South Carolina. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. The give to Davis. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. It's complete. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun to give to the back. Fights off a defender. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He'll do it himself. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
Here comes that Alabama offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Well, jet sweep pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Scanning the field, it's Mack. Makes his connection. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Looking to throw it again. Makes the grab, it's Young. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. He's going to pass. Finds his big tight end. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown tie. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He's got his man, makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
First down, Bulldogs.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's ball. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. In the gun end, looking to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the offense on second down. Leaves it with the running back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. With the clock running, this should be the final play. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.